video is sponsored by Supply Handlers. Football is beautiful, but sometimes it can really leave a bitter taste in your mouth. The summer transfer window is still at its infancy, but a lot of players, clubs and fans already feel like they have been stabbed in the back. In this video today, we want to find out who they are and why they feel that way. These are the 7 biggest betrayals in this summer transfer window so far. We'll start with Marcus Rashford. The Englishman spent the just concluded season out on loan at Barcelona, and he didn't do badly at all. He played mostly as a backup to Raphinha and later to Lamine Yamal, and he ended up being directly involved in 28 goals across all competitions, helping Barcelona win La Liga and the Supercopa. Rashford was one of only a handful of players across Europe's top 5 leagues to finish the season with double figures for goals and assists across all competitions. For a backup, that was very good. The coach, the players and the club had all sorts of nice things to say about him, and you would think that they were going to keep him. Well, in order to do that, Barcelona needed to pay just 30 million euros to Man United, but the club insisted they didn't have that much and kept negotiating, trying to get United to bring down the price. While all of that was going on, Barcelona went and completed the transfer of Anthony Gordon, Rashford's international teammate, agreeing to an 80 million euro package with Newcastle. There's just no way Rashford doesn't feel betrayed by that. He gave his all on loan and had all sorts of assurances from the club, but they kept insisting that they could not pay 30 million euros for him. But in no time, they agreed to shell out almost 3 times that amount on a player he would think he is better than. Rashford has since taken out Barcelona from his social media bios, which might be an indication of how he's feeling right now. But well, it didn't take long for the Blaugranas to get a taste of their own medicine this summer, and that was served by Spanish left-back Marc Cucurella. Real Madrid came for him this summer and he said a quick and emphatic yes, leading to the entire deal being completed in less than 2 days. Now Chelsea already knew that the defender was going to be out the door this summer, so it didn't really feel like a betrayal to them. You know who surely felt betrayed in all of this? Barcelona and Barcelona fans. For those who don't know, Marc Cucurella is a product of La Masia, and he was on the books of Barcelona until as recently as 2020. A lot of Barcelona fans still showed him love and support while he was at Brighton and Chelsea because they saw him as one of their own. And this summer, it started to get really interesting when reports said he was considering a return to Barcelona, but to see him switch gears so quickly and say yes to Real Madrid just like that must have felt like a dagger to the hearts of many Barcelona fans. They thought that he was one of their own, but for them, joining the enemies is the ultimate sin. But he's not even the only defender whose move to Real Madrid felt like a betrayal. It was the same with Ibrahima Konate. For a large portion of the season, his renewal at Liverpool was the main topic of discussion, with the Frenchman himself even assuring the Liverpool fans that he was going to sign a new deal and remain at the club for a few more years. Obviously, Konate is one of the best defenders in the world and they wanted him to stay. Also, they stuck by him through his worst season, so it felt only right that they also got to enjoy his best years. But out of nowhere, news broke that he would be leaving Liverpool with immediate effect after both parties had failed to come to an agreement on wages. That surely hurt Liverpool fans. But what hurt even more was that he ended up joining Real Madrid. See, Liverpool fans have grown to hate Real Madrid through the years. The Champions League final losses in 2018 and 2022, Ramos' cynical foul on Salah, which broke his shoulder and forced him to miss much of the 2018 final, and the way they got Trent Alexander-Arnold on a free transfer last year has turned Real Madrid into a big enemy for Liverpool fans. For Konate to have seen and been a part of everything that has happened so far and still choose to join Real Madrid for free must have felt like a massive betrayal for Liverpool fans, and it's a very similar case to what we saw with Bernardo Silva. But before we talk about him, if you aren't yet subscribed to the channel, go do that right away so you never miss out on our amazing content. Done? Okay, now back to the video. You see, the many recent meetings between Man City and Real Madrid in the Champions League has made a rivalry grow between those two clubs. Fans of those clubs don't like each other. And it of course didn't help that Pep Guardiola, who was City coach during this period, is a Barcelona legend. On top of all that, City fans really hated how much Real Madrid kept talking about taking their players, from Rodri to Erling Haaland. So, to see one of their legends and former captains leave the club for free and walk straight to Real Madrid must have felt a little like a betrayal. And there will also be some figures at Barcelona who must have felt a little betrayed. Barcelona have been trying to sign Bernardo Silva since the days of Xavi, and they reportedly showed real interest this summer. For the player to just switch up and move to their deathly rivals must have surely left a bad taste in the mouths of Deco and other decision makers at Barcelona. In the same way, Newcastle must have felt a little betrayed by the outcome of Victor Munoz's deal. It was the Magpies who first showed interest in the young winger trying to sign from Osasuna. They sent an official bid and were pretty confident that they would close the deal soon, with the player giving them the green light. But out of nowhere, news broke that Liverpool had not just entered the race, but had completed the deal to sign the 22-year-old former Real Madrid man. Immediately, the Reds stepped into the building. Munoz gave a quick yes to them, not even giving a single thought to Newcastle, and that must have really hurt. There has been a growing rivalry between Liverpool and Newcastle over the years. The 2025 EFL Cup final, along with all that happened last summer, put those two clubs and their fan bases at loggerheads with each other. In fact, this whole Munoz thing must definitely remind Newcastle of last summer when they were trying to sign Hugo Ekitike and Liverpool swooped in and hijacked the deal from them. And then later on, the Merseyside club also took their best player Alexander Isak, despite their best efforts to keep him. It all felt like a betrayal then, and we're pretty sure it also feels like a betrayal now. Elsewhere, Chelsea probably feel very betrayed by Enzo Fernandez. The midfielder has been flirting hard with Real Madrid, and it surely doesn't feel good. He has given way too many hints that he wants to join Real Madrid, and fans are not happy about that at all. It perhaps even feels worse because Real Madrid don't seem to want him as bad as he wants them. It's like when you catch your partner cheating only to find out that they were the ones who were really desperate for attention from the other person. It just makes the whole betrayal feel much worse. Chelsea fans were super patient with Enzo when he was going through his really rough patches, and they were hoping he'll stick around now that they have a new coach who seems ready to lead them to a new era. But the Argentinian seems to want out by all means, and it does feel like a betrayal. Finally, some Man City fans have felt really betrayed about the way Rodri has handled the Real Madrid links this summer. Each time he was asked about it, he kept giving political answers, failing to nip it in the bud once and for all. He would say stuff like he is only focused on the World Cup and he would think about his future after. All of that really annoyed City fans. They expected him, as one of the captains of the squad, to come out and put the rumours to bed and commit his future to the club, but he failed to do that, and a lot of people perceived that as a massive betrayal. They just supported him through 2 inconsistent injury-ridden seasons, and they would have expected more commitment and loyalty from him. And here's why it feels even worse. Rodri's contract with the club expires next year. So many fans think that this is him trying to still be in Real Madrid's good books so he can walk away from Man City next summer and join them for free. City fans are not the happiest with their main man right now. Compare this with how loud and precise Erling Haaland's camp was in debunking the Real Madrid links, and you'll see exactly why the fans are unhappy. Anyway, it is now time to hear from you guys. Are there more big betrayals that have happened in this window? Can you predict where the next betrayal will come from? Talk to us in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on new content. Catch you in the next one. Bye.